Hi, I'm Nicole Lorig with HomeSmart Lifestyles here in Queen Creek, Arizona. A lot of work goes into buying a home, and one of the key pieces is navigating the BINSR process. The BINSR is the abbreviated name we give to the buyer's inspection notice and the seller's response document. If you're buying a home in Arizona, you need to watch this video. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. The BINSR is a two-page document that is completed at the end of the buyer's due diligence period. Unless otherwise negotiated, it ends 10 days after contract acceptance. Take a look at my due diligence period video for further information to ensure you are utilizing this time frame to its utmost. I will also leave a link to this video in the description box below. After completing all of your desired inspections, you and I will sit down and complete the first page of the BINSR. You have three options you can choose from: premises accepted as is, premises rejected, or a buyer elects to provide seller an opportunity to correct the disapproved items listed below. Option number one is not very common because the inspections usually reveal something that ought to be corrected, repaired, or replaced, even if it's just something very small. Option number two is not very common either. It's rare that the buyer will walk away from the sale altogether without giving the seller the opportunity to correct those items that they took issue with. However, it can happen. Option number three is giving the seller the opportunity to correct the disapproved items is the most common choice. Let's assume you as the buyer are choosing option number three. Next, you will list the items you want the seller to fix. This is typically done by the referencing to the inspection report or reports. Once completed, you will give the seller this list of things you want them to repair, replace, or correct. Now the ball is in the seller's court. The seller has three options as well. They can agree to correct all the disapproved items that you requested. They can state that they are unwilling to or are unable to fix any of the disapproved items. And the third one is they can respond with a list of things they will and will not repair. Again, option number three is the most common, but the choice is theirs. If they select option number two or number three, the buyer still has the opportunity to cancel the contract. No matter which side of the deal you are on, it is very important to respond carefully and thoughtfully. So here are my top 5 tips for buyers to navigate the BINSR process carefully and thoroughly. Number one, don't ask for every single thing on the inspection report. If you list everything that the inspector notates, you risk offending the seller, and if you offend the seller, they may refuse to fix anything. I've been that seller. Now, I'm not suggesting you shouldn't ask for repairs. You absolutely should. But if there are things you plan on replacing anyways, I suggest you skip those. If the inspection report notates structural issues, code violations, or safety concerns, these should be at the top of your list because they tend to be more costly. Some suggest a rule of thumb for all other repairs is $100 or less. Just plan on taking care of it yourself after you buy the home. Okay, number two, get estimates. If possible, it's always a good idea to get estimates on how much it will cost to fix the things you were asking for. Once you have estimates, take a look at the total. Is it a reasonable amount given the price of the home? Another thing to consider is if you got a really good deal on the home, be careful on how much you ask for. Number three, ask that the repairs be done by a licensed contractor. This is important. We want to ensure that any repairs are done by someone who knows what they are doing and not by a handyman with little experience or even by the seller who knows nothing about an electrical panel. Ask for a licensed contractor. Number four, get receipts. Ensure that you request and receive receipts prior to closing. These receipts serve a few purposes. First, they provide proof that the work was completed. Second, it provides proof of who did the work, hopefully a licensed contractor as specified, as well as in case you will need to get in touch with them later down the road. And third, it provides proof that the work was paid for. You don't want to close and find out that a contractor is trying to put a lien on your home for unpaid work. So make sure you get those receipts and add them to your home binder. Number five, inspect the repairs. This is usually done during the final walkthrough, which usually occurs between 1 and 3 days prior to closing. Take a copy of your BINSR and inspection report with you to the house and go through every item that was supposed to be corrected. I hope this breakdown of the BINSR was informative and helpful. If you'd like a copy of the BINSR, head on over to my website under Buyer Resources to get your free copy. I will also add a link in the description box below. I want to help you become a savvy buyer. Have a great rest of the week, everybody, and I will talk to you guys again next Tuesday. Bye.